Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Drewton Tower. In this one, we're going to go ahead and cover two builders for the price of one there. We're going to look at Mr. DanAustin's work. He has had the park most recently. And then we're also going to go ahead and take a look at GuardGeek's work as well. GuardGeek had the park a little bit less there, less time that is. So they still got a lot done, but just had the park a little bit less time. And then they gave it off to DanAustin there, who had it for the last 2 weeks. So I kind of figured just to kind of combine the two builds into one there. So yeah, but without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look around and see what we have new here. And DanAustin has, we're gonna look at his stuff first here. They have done the work of giants basically. And what I mean by that is that they have took it upon themselves to do the parking lot. Pretty much seems like, you know, 90% done for the most part. So this has been something that if you all have followed this series, you know, I've harped on a little bit, and I knew this wasn't going to be a fun thing to do at all, but it's one of those things where it's necessary, and you know, and again, that's just to kind of do up the parking lot, put in all the lines, put in you know, some transportation, all the little buildings here and there, and yeah, no, Dan has done a impeccable job here. This is just crazy how good this looks right here. So let's kind of go through and look at all the details here that they've went ahead and put in there. So as we zoom down in here, you can see that you know, obviously all the markings look fantastic. Have a lot of parking spots, everything like that. We even have our little you know, the numbers for the rows and everything like that. Have some nice bushes in up there. So there you go with that. So really good looking stuff there. Have the lighting, awesome. We have this little mini looks like walkway area, and that leads to if we go under here, you'll probably have already seen them. We have the trams kind of running from the studios pack, but yeah, that leads to these little bus stops here that we have. And yeah, these are basically just your little bus transports from, you know, the parking lot, kind of bringing people from the this main parking lot into the up close to the park there, so you don't have to walk as far. So but yeah, everything here is gonna be as far as the words and stuff like that is going to be in German there. The park, if you all didn't know or didn't catch up with the last few episodes, is set in Germany there. So yeah, everything is going to be written in German for the most part. We do have, I think, one for sure German, you know, speaker in the group, but if anyone notices that the words are wrong, I don't know what this means. I'm gonna say it means bus stop 1. Did I get it? But if it's not correct, let us know. Because yeah, again, I think we have one, maybe two fluent German speakers in the group, and they said that they would go back through and fix everything. But if y'all see something as well that looks a little bit not right, let us know, and we'll switch it up there. So that's awesome. I love that little bus stop there. That's fantastic. And I like this as well. You get these little canals here in the middle of the tram and parking lot way. I think that's really cool touch. Really like that. And then in the middle here, we have a bathroom. So there's a really nicely themed, very old school looking bathroom, and yeah, no, really good stuff here. Really good use of many different pieces. You know, I think we have like a stucco wall piece here, some wood, some castle sets and stuff like that. So really good use of a lot of different building materials there. So there is your pooper. And then, yeah, as we kind of back out, there's the first bus stop or bus station as well. The same thing as the other bus station, but we will go over here because there is a little bit of something different on the back end of it here. So here's our regular bus station, the second bus station. And then right after, you have a nice little fountain. So there's your little turnaround area for the trams there. So no, really good job with that. Oh, and then this backside wall, they kind of made this back wall here. I forgot about that. I wanted to mention that. And they have the awesome the German flag bunting and stuff like that. So really good job with the parking lot area and everything there. It's really good. Yeah, like I said, this was something that needed to be done, and everyone up until now was like, no, that's okay, I'm not gonna do that, which I don't blame them, because doing parking lots is not exactly the most fun thing ever in the world. So this next thing that he did here, a nice little picnic spot right there. So if you want to bring your family on out, you know, have a have maybe a pre-park meal or anything like that, or come out in the middle of the day and have, you know, a sandwich. I know that's how we always did theme parks. We'd never buy, you know, a $20 hot dog or anything inside of the theme park. So yeah, we would always make sure to bring like a bologna sandwich or a turkey sandwich meal or whatever. Then, you know, go out to the picnic area in the park, the parking lot, and eat out there. So really good job with that. Nice little detail right there. So I think the only thing that we might want to add here, maybe some more trees. I know that he didn't completely get finished with everything that he wanted to do, but I think it'd be nice if we had a few really tall covering trees for this area, get some nice natural shade and everything like that. But no, really good idea with that. So let's go ahead and transport ourselves this way. And again, to note, you know, obviously like I said, he got 90% of things done here. There's obviously some little curbings that need to be done. I mean, he did start to do some amazing curbings here, and these are all manual right here. You know, these are all placed by hand. This is not like the path curbing. This is the wood beam. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the thick wood beam. That's vanilla piece in the game there. So yeah, they also did that. So it's kind of ridiculous. But again, not everything is finished up. There's still, you know, that extra 10% that needs to be done, but that's a good send-off point for our next person there. So yeah, again, not to diminish anything that Dan did there, but just letting people know that, you know, even though, yeah, it does look a little empty here, just a little bit more to do there. So let's go ahead and go down to the lower bowl here, the lower parking lot, where Mr. DanAustin has picked up with some more awesome parking lot this here. So yeah, here's our lower section. So this would be like priority parking, right? So this is if you kind of shelled out some extra moolah, some extra dinero, some extra dollars, you'd be able to park down here. And then you can see this is also where our trams will drop people off there. So you can see here another tram stop, and they want to put one right there. So that's a good idea there to drop everyone off, and then they can kind of walk right into the park there. So I don't know, what's this see? What's this see? A planter. Yes, we should have a planter. That's a good idea. So there is that, and then we also have. He sent me a picture of this halfway through the week, and I thought that was pretty awesome. They went ahead and this is, you know, again, preferred parking. They went ahead and put in all of our names. These are all the builders of Drewton Tower here. So we all have our own perfect little, you know, up close parking spot there. So there's Matt, Aces, Foley, Because, Mr. Domez, Jay Koo, Mr. DanAustin, Wishing on a Wendy. That's the newest member of our build team. I can't remember if I introduced her yet, but yeah, Wishing on a Wendy has joined us for our build now. GuardGeek, and then the CFO is Aces, because big shout out to Aces there. He has been helping. He's been keeping track of like whose turn it is, who's building what coasters. Kind of my second-hand man there when it comes to like keeping track of all the craziness that we have. And then of course I'm the CEO. Don't you bitches ever forget it. So there we go. Awesome. We all have our front row parking spots, and yeah, they have handicap parking as well there. So very good job. These are this is a Theme Maker's Toolkit item right here, just in case y'all didn't know. This little bit right here, just to show it off, is a Theme Maker's Toolkit. And I wanted to show it off just in case people wanted to get it. It has like a super duper French name. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what it's called on the workshop. It's not called like handicap parking. It's French as hell. So you'll have to search up that French name right there if you want to search those. So that's a good little piece though. So all right, let's go ahead and carry ourselves into the park, because y'all might be like, yeah, that was good. He did a really good job. Yeah, he did more. So a lot of the stuff that we're gonna look at now is a lot of tidying up, I'd say. Kind of went through after he was done with the parking lot, had another few days to build, so we kind of went through and started doing some little bit of tidying up in the plaza area. So you might be able to tell already, but yeah, just kind of went through and did some awesome little foliage works, added some more bright colors and plants and flowers and all that stuff. So really good job kind of tidying up this front area here. There were trees here before, and I can't remember how long they've been gone. I can't remember if he just got rid of them, but I do like the idea of the trees not being here and just having some really bright, colorful like flowers and foliage and stuff. It gives you a really cool view as you approach the park. It's not so you know, the sight lines aren't taken away from you as much, so that's awesome there. And then as we come in, you might be able to see the next thing that he did here, which was I think it was GuardGeek originally, or maybe Matt. Someone originally put the planter here, and it was a fantastic idea. I love the idea of the tower being right here. It's really cool. But then Dan came through and added in a lot of little details to it, so it kind of made a little bit of a scene, right? Made it look like it's been here for a little bit, hanging out. You know, a lot of overgrowth and stuff like that. And yeah, just added in some more overall just little details here and there. So I really like this. Nice little picture spot, right? We can get one of those those Vista Point things in the shop menu, and we can put that here, and then guests can take pictures in front of it. That's fantastic. So, but yeah, let me look over the notes real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything from Mr. DanAustin, and then if not, we will move on to what Mr. GuardGeek there for his build. Let me read real. Okay, looks like I did not miss a thing. That is everything that Mr. DanAustin did there. So let me just back up real quick again, just so you can get the vastness of what he did. Again, because Racecar laid out the initial layout of the parking lot, right, and then DanAustin came through and kind of put in all the little detail work. So yeah, pretty much all of this is what he accomplished here. So that's a good amount of work. You done good, son. You done good. You can take a break. As he put in the message that he put me, he's like, maybe I can go work on something that isn't a parking lot now for a little bit. Yeah, you definitely should go work on something else that's not a parking lot at all. So, but cool. Let's go ahead and fast forward now into the park and look at what GuardGeek did. And what GuardGeek did is kind of a reimagining of our Oktoberfest area. We had a Chicken Maniac went through and did the original layout of the Oktoberfest, and it was a good start. It was a good first draft, basically. Excuse me. But the group we all had a kind of a different idea and a different direction collectively that we wanted the Oktoberfest area to go into or go to. So we kind of did a reimagining a little bit of the Oktoberfest area, and this is what GuardGeek did here. So you can see it's a lot of the kind of same structures, same kind of theme and everything like that, just kind of repositioned a little bit differently and kind of laid out kind of how we were originally thinking it a little bit more so. And currently, as I'm recording this, there we go, get that out of there. Currently, as I'm recording this, Wishing on a Wendy has the park, and I know she's even going back through and adding in even more details and stuff to this little Oktoberfest area. We're wanting to pay a lot of really close attention to this area because it's kind of like the main area of the park, especially as you're first coming in. It's going to be the main first themed area, and it's kind of the lore of the park kind of starts here, where the lore is that, you know, they had an Oktoberfest festival that every year got bigger and bigger to the point where they wanted to build kind of a permanent theme park around this Oktoberfest area. So yeah, the Oktoberfest area is getting another makeover as we're speaking right now from Wishing on a Wendy, where she's enhancing it as well. But yeah, we just want to really nail this first area, make sure it looks really awesome. So but yeah, here's all the changes that GuardGeek did there. Have a nice little seating area, nice little shade. You have a little welcome sign and everything. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, there you go, everybody. That is going to wrap up this episode of Drewton Tower. Let me go ahead and do the pullback here as we take a look at everything that the park has for us and the resort has for us. So yeah, but yeah, as I said, Wishing on a Wendy has the park for the next few weeks there, and she is going to be working on a multitude of things. She's already sent some really awesome screenshots to the group and the Discord chat there. And yeah, really excited to show off all of the awesome progress that she is working on there. So yeah, hey, if this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos of Drewton Tower and all the other fun projects we have going on the channel here. And also don't forget to hit the like button. Let DanAustin and GuardGeek and everyone know that you're really enjoying how the resort is turning out. So hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. Appreciate you as always. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day there, and we'll see you in the next episode of Drewton Tower. See ya.